Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 3.
Let's
It is
go.
very quiet and very dark. We've just finished a cool little quest, got some mutations. Quite enjoyed that actually. And now I'm supposed to go. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, meet Regis at the cemetery probably after dark, right? Let's do that. Let's do a little. So I didn't plan on this. I was just going to. My original plan was to just wander back up to Corvo Bianco and see what was sort of like on the way, and kind of just had a little sightseeing to at nighttime. But this is right there, so I mean, it seems to make sense that we should do that. Let's just recap, shall we? So the beasts and Geralt's clash had been violent, albeit brief. Now, with capital W? With it done, Geralt could have a chat with his long-lost friend, Regis. A higher vampire, Regis revealed that the creature terrorizing Blue Clare was not other than his dear friend, Deadlath. Geralt now understood he was pursuing a truly dangerous foe, a higher vampire, one of Regis's ilk. When the Witcher and the vampire heard a clamour, a posse was drawing near. So Geralt and Regis cut their conversation short. Preferring not to draw any attention, the vampire disappeared, but not before inviting the Witcher to pay him a visit. A temporary quarters he'd established at the local cemetery. You had better believe it. And then a long French word. Okay, so let's... Oops, wrong button. Let's go and see a vampire at night time in the cemetery. So I didn't know who Regis was, and he hasn't been in any of the games, so that's... I can forgive myself for that at least then. But he has been in the books. But the Philistine that I am, I haven't read many of the books. I've just read a couple of short stories. I can't remember what it was called, but I've read that. So I recognise some of the parts of the Witcher TV program. But yeah, nothing too heavy because I'm crap at. I just don't read enough. Well, the loveliest red-headed creature to ever walk upon Blue Clare's soil. I'm sure Catherine was. Yes. Again, more gravestones that we can possibly look at. Maybe not. Maybe, yeah. Told you I was sick. There it is. That's a classic. Absolute classic. I love that one.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
No, apparently not. There's an entrance. Oh, there's bad guys, apparently. Yeah, this is very typically vampire-y. I need to sneeze, just a moment. Yeah, I sneezed. I thought I'd leave my hand on the mouse so you could at least visualize what that sounded like. Love counting tables. That was the death of her.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Find a way into the crypt. Marvelous. Marvelous. Died on his own blade while trying to show his knightly brethren his expert swordsmanship. Lucas. Not what you want on your gravestone, is it? Stabbed to death by a jealous lover. Ooh. I'm hearing suspicious noises everywhere. Oh. Don't know what happened. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, that looks mightily suspicious. Also loot. I mean, why not? Something ghoulish is afoot. Yeah, man. Get over here. There's one. Bound to be more. a bird's eye view of this. Yes. Well, I don't fancy it, you know. I'm not really keen on this, but I don't even see a ladder. Oh, there's a kicking board down there. That's even worse. Oh, that's great. Right. Tally ho.
Wars. Victuals aplenty around here.
Now I do have. Hang on a minute. Yeah. So someone mentioned the twirl thing and these other moves that I have. Shh. That I've forgotten how to do. Because I tried, I did them when I first got them at the start of the playlist, pretty much the start of the DLC, and then didn't use them again. So let's see if I can find out how to do them again. Would it be in character? Would it be like here? All right, it doesn't tell me how to do it there, but there's a spinning attack there, and there's I think a counter. No, there's something else I can do. That's super awesome. Could be rend actually. Yeah, it could be red. So, alright. So if I hold this, wait a minute, if I hold it, doesn't do anything. Oh, what about this? Nope. Okay, there's rend. There it is. There's rend. So rend's easy enough. I remember rend. Yeah, you show it. The twirl, I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash.
Oh, okay, very well, very well, very well. That may well cause some issues. People may not be happy with that.
Stench.
Yeah, I thought so. Alright, that whirl, that red, let's not try it here. Alright, if we do this, and then... Oh, now I'm whirling. So usually, with special moves, you can do them out of combat. But when it comes to in combat, can't do them. With me, it's the other way around, which is a better way, I think. Also with levels, which is cool. But... What is this noise? This is the noisiest dungeon I've ever been in. Thank you for stopping that. Ah. Find a way into the crypt. Well, I think I found a crypt. Ooh. Why not? Why not? Because it's immoral and well, it's just a bad thing to do. That's oh, hang on. Ooh, what's this?
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
I have no idea. I have no freaking clue what you mean. It's probably something. Hang on. No, it's going to be. Is it in here? Why did you do this to me, Geralt? Oh yeah, that thing that you got in episode 27 of the Let's Play, like 3 years ago. Let's use that now. I don't think it's in here though. I think it is here. I think I was right. Is it? Is the magic lamp? Is that it? Oh, just press E and it does it. Okay. The magic lamp. Isn't it? Well, I don't think this is a bad idea to have on anyway. Let's give it a save. So it's, again, probably not the best idea to go in here and... There's a sword there. Let's see what this is. A Knight's Oath. Here rests Sir Raymond of Gichan? On my grave, you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I give my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft. I wish to be remembered as a knight. And I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Yet it rests on this stone through the ages. Yeah, but... But how can I not take it, right? How can I not take... I mean, you got to look at your face. You're like, go on, take the sword. Should we take it? No? You're kind of sympathetic towards... Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know. He seems unsure himself. Yeah. Take it. I took it. I'll probably sell it for a couple hundred gold, right? That's probably what I'll do. It has a lot. Oh my god. This is our new sword. Cassus Borderis. Okay, this is our new sword. This is what we're using. Now got a new sword. So thank you, knight. So armor piercing, ard sign, quen sign, critical hit damage bonus, critical hit chances. Nothing bad there at all. That's nice. All right, what do we got here? Strength to stagger. Then we got sign intensity. Actually, that works really well with it, so we'll use that. And then I don't like using anything other than the awesome stuff, so I need to craft some of these into better things. The armor piercing it already has, and it's going to do really well against these armored insects. All right, I think we put that away now. Got a new sword. Thank you, knight. I shall use it to the best of my abilities and try not to stain it with the blood of innocence.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Oh, maybe we'll... Oh, that's really intriguing, though.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
I was going along as this is going to be a fetch quest. Well, in order to brew the decoction, I need this and that and that and that, and they're across the 4 corners of Turisant. That would be quite contrived, but I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
It's true.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we
That was
parted
my
again
stomach.
soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the wild hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
I feel that's going to be important at some point.
Gotta ask you the big question, one everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Stop hogging the
Can't
drink,
have been
dude.
alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
I think it's all he knows. I don't know why. Oh, he's considering. Like, I don't know if he could even conceptualize being something else.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
There you go.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
That was a nice chat. Little... Yeah, I enjoyed that. Wonder how long we have to wait. Sometime later. Because we have to wait for the upgrades anyway. This seems to work pretty well.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted wight. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted wight before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted wights. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the wight survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the wight's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Yes. I'll just ask it.
Wights rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted wight after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted wight is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Are they rusty spoons?
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that wight. uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the wight will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the wight to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Good
Yes,
chat.
till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Good chat. Nice chat. Good. 450 experience points. Ooh, let's read the bestiary thingy. and read this marker as well. So this cemetery, at Begard Vineyard, a famous act of poisoning once occurred, which took the lives of a large gang of bandits who were ransacking the area. The folk charged with cleaning up the aftermath originally planned to burn the bodies, but the pious soul thought that even rotten dung diddlers, such as they deserve better. Thus, he paid for their bodies to be laid to rest in a small cemetery. So Mer Lac years long later, Sir Raymond of Gishion died a martyr's death while trying to get rid of the bodies, constantly turning to wraiths. Yes. No good deed and all that. Okay. The bestiary. There it is. Okay, so it's going to be a necrophage thing, I imagine? Probably, maybe. Possibly. There we go. Spotted wight. The best defense against spotted wights, stay calm. Leave them alone. Spotted wights are a subspecies of wight which the witches drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted king, and thus owe their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted wights would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles, where they would divulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. When not disturbed, spotted wights would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, or when faced with unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it is said the witches found a surefire way of besting them, based on careful casting of the Eard and the sign, or at least claims witcher law. So, what intrigues me, I guess, is why the witches would hunt them. Like, actively hunt them to extinction when they seem fairly passive, right? They're not invading anyone's homes or whatever. They want to be left alone. Necrophage, Igni, Yerden. Okay. And the Wight's Lair? Where might that be? Looks like it isn't too far away. Excellent! Len Roach, let us be off. We have wight to slay, it seems. Ah, there you are. I didn't see you there. As usual.
Let's go!
Let us indeed go. Well said, Geralt. Over this little bridge, very quaint. Yeah, okay, 7 AM. So I'm guessing that passed, this way. A day, or at least the night. I could just literally just wait for the time to pass for the Corvo Bianco upgrades, but it doesn't seem that appealing to me, I guess. Oh, this way. It's a nice morning. Some people are out and about already. Mind you, 7 o'clock isn't that late, especially if the sun's already up. You need to use all the hours of the day, farming and all that stuff. So, very misty and quiet. I like it.
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
Let's find out.
The dressings, bandages. Where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
Yeah, he's not gonna want this, is he?
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a garden romp. Whatever killed him's damn dangerous and...
And it might still prowl the area, so if it's all the same, I'd prefer to accompany you.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Okay. Extreme cosplay. Alright, then follow the tracks of the murdered man using the witch's senses. So this, I don't think is the same house. No, it's over there. So this is a different house. But it's fine. We got distracted by a side quest. That is just how it goes, I'm afraid.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
I mean, the ghoul's been there for ages. It's not expecting us. It can wait. You alright, Gaston?
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
Interesting. We're gonna go around it. Oh! Hello! Woo! Yes. Well. Okay, I can do it. Nice. There was two though, wasn't there? One's just run off. Oh well. I highly doubt there's anything around here that we can do, but it's just nice to have a little check, just in case, right? Okay, I shall use the special moves more. I think I have them in my head now. I'll probably use them unnecessarily, but that's just to get into the habit. You know, unnecessarily at first, at least. Well, I've done a scout of the whole area. No, I haven't, not yet. That would be handy, wouldn't it? Good, you waited. Excellent. If only there was a way we could open this, right?
Gates locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled, though. Something tried to get out.
The very thought sends a cold wind down my back.
Speaking of wind... Oh. I fully expected that to work. Should we try it again? There we go. Okay, it did. Ooh, many bodies.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Yes. Quite. Oh,
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
so...
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Well, waste not, want not. Oh, and... Bit of Chardonnay, right? Yes. Well, why not?
Silver tableware. Elven engravings. Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical.
So yeah, extreme cosplay, fancy dress, some sort of scene. They're acting.
Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly. Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Getting strawberries and all sorts here, though. Yes, we've... Okay. Well, actually, let's just check this way. I don't think there'll be anything. I mean, it seems like the clues are leading us either up there or into the house. Yeah, I think I'll take any of that. Locked? Yes. Hey, it's hard so.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench.
Alright, so it's not through this door, is it? Which I thought it might have been. No, it goes out as well. Yeah, okay.
Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
I don't know. At least Carol's actually talking to someone this time.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee. Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
This is bound to be locked, yes? We're gonna knock.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits? It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Savaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
What a coincidence.
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
Alright, so this is another day that we're going to pass in story rather than waiting, so that's good.
I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler, who we must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Okay. Okay, that's not...
Ivethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Light all the lamps in the garden. Okay. Luckily, I can do that with magic.
Don't interrupt.
I'm not. I'm...
Ivethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfen bread, thus granting humans rule over seat-yielding lands.
Take a loaf of bread. Oh, hang on. It's pointing me to where it is. I thought it might be on the tables, but it's where is it? Take a loaf of elven bread from here. Okay, thank you. Place the offering.
Svethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine. Gwinoet, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him. At long last, the Elfen King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Okay. Yeah, we don't use shields, but I guess we'll have the sword, right? Or maybe it's... Draw the elven sword and shield. This is one of those weird interface things. So I don't have the... Alright, I've got the mask, okay. But I don't have the shield equipped because I've never equipped a shield before. But alright, here we go. Find the right quest items. Okay, so we've got the shield, which I think I have equipped in the pocket. Right, okay. And now the sword. Right. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day.
The Elfen King, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Any last words?
Let's just make sure we're not using this. And also not this. It's silly. Can we not have the? Can we not have it on? Oh, okay, fine. We have to. Oh boy. Okay. 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 P. And yeah, we're not good. Not good. Heal and stuff. Yeah, we just have to survive for a little while. I guess I'm gonna die. Yeah. That's tough. I mean, suddenly you're just like half dead, right? I wonder when it's saved. Hopefully right at the start. They can better prepare. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, game, go me do. Thank you. Ah! Oh, damn tree. Damn tree. Ah, the tree screwed me. Yep. Well, maybe not. Okay, we're in a better position than before. Freaking ranged attacks. Let's see where they're coming from. Okay, alright, you want me to die, do you? Okay. Alright, let's create some distance and then buff. Create some... Run, Geralt! Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's just... I mean, I'm dead now. Look at that. It doesn't seem like they have to travel to hit me. Like, it just hits me. Most recent save, please. Oh, the game is... Yeah, the game is booked out. I cannot do that now. No. It seems not. It seems I am soft-locked. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll call this one here. And I shall return to this another day. It's tough. And yeah, I have to exit the game and everything, so I might as well send the recording now. And yes, we shall think about how to tackle this for next time. A strange way to end, but the game has kind of forced it upon me a little bit. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and toodaloo.